pocket funds to solve a problem. They're just going about it in their own way. And, it's not really making that much. So people are duplicating, triplicating, quadrupling. So it's not, you just have to put your eye on what you think is what you need to do.
What does this term also like? The housing as being one of the big drivers of this whole thing?
Well, I don't think housing is a driver because I don't think enough people are aware of what the actual problems are. I know.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yeah, but if I sat in the seat with the social worker, and when somebody comes in and says, I'm going to be homeless, that's huge because you call the housing authority and they're going to tell you they have a 5-year waiting list. So if somebody says, I lived in Winchester my whole life, I have to say, well, you're not going to be living there now unless you win the lottery because there's nothing to offer people, But there's not it's an organized effort. There's no organized effort. If there was a housing department, that would maybe have a different approach. If there was a human services department, then these things don't exist. And I sort of flirt with helping in some of these, you end up doing whatever you have to do, but it's not like a bountiful amount of resources to work with.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, good. So I'll see you then on Wednesday. Everything good? What are you doing this long weekend?
No, it's a busy weekend. We're finishing up lots of different loose ends my son is in the driver's seat. He's doing everything, but we're just trying to help him get it all together.
Okay, it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah. But he's close. He's almost there.
Very good.
Yeah.
Must be proud. That's very good.
Yeah. Just lots going on. Too many activities and projects going on.
Right.
It's all good.
Okay, well that's good.
How about you?
I'm actually hoping to go to Portland, Maine for just
nice.
Sunday, come back Monday. But,
that's nice. I love Portland.
Yeah, I do too. So you go to a museum, have a nice dinner, and
they have great restaurants up in Portland.
They're terrific. It was named by Food and Wine as the #1 destination.
Where are you going to go? What's your favorite place?
There are a couple of them that I like, and so I might think I like Eventai, which now is here. I also like Duck Fat. And there's the Ocean Room, which I like, which is down on the water. Right. And I like the Press Hotel.
Okay.
Portland Press Hotel.
Yep.
Which, so it's nice to have plenty of these.
So many good ones. My sister and my mother both live in Yarmouth, which is just a little further north.
Oh, okay, yes.
So I get to go a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's nice. So and are they on the water?
They are. Well, my sister is. My mom's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. It really is.
It's amazing. Yeah.
It is. It's too bad it's so bloody cold this time of the year,
Although I have friends who live there who say that if you go back through the data, it isn't actually that many more days that are colder than here.
Well, that might be.
I don't know.
I discovered Vinyl Haven, Maine this summer. I don't know if have you ever been to Vinyl Haven?
The what?
Vinyl Haven, Maine.
Oh no, I've heard of that though.
Okay. It's right off of Rockland, Maine. So Rockland, Maine is beautiful and it's a big art district.
Yeah.
And you catch the ferry in Rockland, and it's an hour and 20 minutes to Vinyl Haven.
Okay.
And it's beautiful. I almost thought of buying something. I went up in September to possibly buy something. And I just realized that it's so complicated. There are only, in the high season, there's 6 ferries. The ferries have only 16 spots. So you spend more time and anxiety trying to get on the ferry. And I remember I was looking at something that I really liked, and I said to the realtor, I said, you know what, I'm just starting to think this isn't a good idea. And he said, what do you mean, Philip? And I said, because it's too much of a sport. And I don't want to have to worry about, getting there, getting all, because I took the dogs with me, with renting a car.
Yeah.
And if you can't get on, then what's the point of owning something if you can't get there?
Yeah.
And what he said, which I thought was so eloquently stated, he said, but Philip, that's why, if it wasn't that way, we would have 10 walls